I should say the things have changed in some ways.
Who is the determinant of the public interest?
The more time people spend in digital worlds, the more of our lives we live there.
Intercoin, bringing power to the people.
Security is always an ongoing process. Right now, see, these contracts are immutable. That's actually a feature for security. So we specifically do not want, version 1 or version 2 or whatever release to be upgradable. And that's because we see that what can happen if someone has the keys to upgrade it, or even if the community votes to upgrade it, the community doesn't really know, the security implications of the new code, right? And we've seen this happen. I think it happened with SafeMoon 2.0 or something like this, where there's a few of these besides SafeMoon, but like the community voted to upgrade it, then turns out that the upgraded thing has a bug, and then oops, bad things happen. And so you're sort of dealing with this immutable code. And so before you launch it, you want to get it certified by CertIC, right, by other auditing companies that we work with. And we have partners now. By the way, some of them work for Intercoin. So we, dog food our own technology. We pay in our own coin to people. So anyone who wants to join our project, help to grow our project, would earn Intercoin. In fact, we get paid with Intercoin. And also our clients buy Intercoin on the other side to pay for our goods and services. So it's sort of like our economy, right? Our own. And so that's what, by the way, if people thinking, oh, why should I buy the Intercoin token? Well, if you're a customer, you'd have to buy it to pay us. And if you're a speculator or a trader, you would probably buy it thinking that in the future we'll have more customers. And if this ecosystem is just getting started, then 5 years from now, who knows? The question you should be asking yourself in any project is like, well, where will they be in 5 to 10 years, right? So I'm not giving any predictions except to say that we're working hard, and we've been working for 5 years, and we have a roadmap for the next 5 years at least. So there's a lot for us to do. So back to your question of like, okay, the security. One of the beautiful things about Intercoin versus Bitcoin others is that there isn't one coin for everybody. And so if you release an NFT collection or a coin, yes, it's been audited. And yes, we've addressed all the stuff that they found, and they haven't found anything else. But it could be that something's found in 3 years. No project is totally secure. Even Bitcoin Gold and others have had, 51% attacks and many other things. So the security of Intercoin rests on first of all, the blockchain that it's deployed on. It can be deployed on Polygon. It can be deployed on Binance Smart Chain. It could be deployed on Ethereum. In fact, it's been deployed on all three. So you can get to choose, okay, I'd like to run this on Binance Smart Chain because that's where most of the liquidity is and the transaction fees are small. So you balance those two and you say, okay. Or you might say, I want to run it on Polygon because, Polygon has a better reputation. Who knows what will happen with Binance and CZ? And perhaps Binance has too much central control over the Binance Smart Chain. Who knows? I don't know what the politics there are. It's not one coin for the whole world. It's an application that you deploy for your community. And so your community doesn't have to place all its marbles into this thing on day one. They could dip their toe in it and say, okay, here, let's put 5% of everything in there and see, let's try it out. And like, we got to battle test it. Same as Uniswap, same as others, right? You had to make sure that the more people use it, that there's no exploits, right? And so the proof is in the pudding. Like Uniswap's been running for years. No one's been able to really do anything because the code is pretty simple and it's right there. So we're trying to aim for the same thing. Simple code, more complex than Uniswap though. And then if there are any problems, we're going to make a version 2, and then people will like migrate their assets to version 2 if they want, if there's something is discovered in version 1. But just keep in mind, everything's immutable. So like, it's not like the community can go ahead and introduce a bug into it. The only thing you can do with these smart contracts in terms of governance is select the initial parameters. So for example, if you want to do a contest, you say the contest will have this many rounds. The first round will have 10 winners. The second round will have 5 winners. The third round will have 3 winners. And the last round will have 1 final winner. These are the prizes. These are the judges, right? So all things are like decided up front. This is what it is. And that gives the community actual like confidence. And it could be a worldwide community, don't know each other at all. It could be people from outside the community deciding to donate. But notice how you feel, right? When you use Uniswap, you don't think, oh, someone's going to rug pull me. This smart contract is going to rug pull me. Because you know that every smart contract is identical. It comes from the same Uniswap factory as every other. So we use the factory pattern, same thing, to allow every smart contract in the Intercoin ecosystem to be that sort of identical thing. And that's what allows CertiK and others to go ahead and, you know, you're not going to take our word for it, but we accumulate more and more and more audits even after we release the smart contract. And then they will tell you if, like, you know, it's secure, or if they found a vulnerability, then we release the next version. So that's basically how the how it all works from a security point of view. But I just want to emphasize again, the communities grow, and you don't have to place all the community's value in it on day one. You can go ahead and maybe take the roles in your community, like who is the director and who is the administrator and so on, and mint those onto the blockchain and make sure that everything is now, when you approach such a community, you see that that the roles are actually deserved. Like, here is how the person got the role, because they were appointed by the director, and the director, there was an election, you know, every year, and that's how the director became the director. And so you could just trust that thing. And if ever there's a vulnerability revealed, it's like, okay, well, let's migrate the community to this other, the next version of the contract, which has addressed that vulnerability. So that's basically how it works.
Like to be the first to hear about Intercoin's roadmap and news? Definitely join and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to click that little notification button so you can get updates when the next video drops, and the next time we interview a legend like Noam Chomsky or Patrick Friedman. And if you would like to participate in the conversation, go to community.intercoin.app. We'd love to hear from you and about your community. This is what the project is all about. Intercoin, bringing power to the people.